Good day children, Sai Ram, and welcome back to our next part of this lesson, that is a part 4. Okay, in our previous lecture we have already learnt about the formation of the INA, that is the Indian National Army or the Azad Hind Sena by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, previously it was formed by Rasbihari Bose. It was handed over to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, this is what we have learned. Then we have also learned about the parallel government, the importance of Quit India movement. These are the things which we have already learned in our previous lecture. Now let's continue our lesson with our next part. Okay, as we have seen in our previous part about the formation of the Indian National Army. Now let's see what are the achievements of the Indian National Army. Okay, after formation of Indian National Army, what are the things the Indian National Army had done for the people of India, for the struggle of independence. Okay. Now, as we have also seen about the associates of Subhash Chandra Bose, let's see what work they have done. Now, in November 1943, Japan conquered Andaman and Nicobar Island. As I had told you previously only, that Japan had attack over India. Okay, because which was the we can say a colony of Britishers. It was a colony of Britishers. So here it was like a help from Japan to India. Okay, so the Japan people were helping out the INA, that is the Indian National Army. So what did Japan do? They conquered Andaman and Nicobar Island and handed them over to Azad Hind government. Okay, that is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Okay, he was handed over the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, after handing over it, what did Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose do? He renamed the Andaman and Nicobar Island as Shahid and Swarajya respectively. Andaman respectively means Andaman was named as Shahid and Nicobar was named as Swarajya, because it was the first states which had come into the hands of the Indian National Army. So he named it as Shahid and Swarajya. Later on in 1944, what happened? Indian National Army, they started capturing more and more provinces. For example, the Arakan province in Myanmar. As you all know children, previously this part was also a part of India only. Okay, so the Arakan province in Myanmar was captured. Then the eastern border of Assam was also captured. Slowly by slowly, the places were getting captured by the INA. Okay, with the help of Japan. Okay, here Japan was helping, so the Indian National Army was, we can say, able to capture these places. So the Arakan province in Myanmar, the eastern border of Assam. Okay, now when they entered into Impal, okay, what happened? It started raining. Okay, and just because of the heavy rains, it was impossible to get help from the Japan people. It became impossible for the INA to take help from Japan, and so it became impossible, and this campaign of capturing Impal was remained incomplete. Okay, so later on this campaign remained incomplete. So what happened on 18th August 1945? Subhash Chandra Bose, he died in a plane crash. Okay, a plane accident took place in which Subhash Chandra Bose died. Okay, so the Indian National Army, they had to lay down their arms, that they had to give up, because their leader only had gone now. So they had to give up their arms, ending the thrilling phase of the INA. Okay, so very thrilling, they were doing all the work. Okay, you can imagine when the full India was in the hands of the Britishers. That time they had that much of confidence in them, and they had fought with the Britishers and took over some of the places like the Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Arakan province. Okay, and then the eastern border of Assam. So many places already they had conquered. So much of guts we can say they were having. Okay, but now their leader only was not there, so it became impossible for them to continue this. Okay, so the British government charged the officers of Indian National Army with treason. Okay, now this people, those who were supporting the INA, they were charged now. Okay, that means they were court martial, we can say. Okay, so Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Bhulabhai Desai, Tej Bahadur Sapru, these were the people, these were the expert lawyers who tried to defend these people, who tried to defend the Indian National Army in the British court. But it became impossible. Okay, the Britishers proved them to be guilty, proved the officers to be guilty, and sentenced them to life imprisonment. So it became impossible for the even the best lawyers of India to defend this people of INA. Okay, due to the severe unrest among the Indian people. Okay, now the Indian people were very much angry about this also. So this severe unrest among the Indian people, the British had to suspend the punishment given by the military tribunals. Okay, when this INA, they got the punishment of life imprisonment, the Indian people became very much uh, hyper about this. They became very much angry about this, and so the Britishers had to suspend the punishment given by the military tribunal. Now let's see about the revolt of Indian Navy. Till now we were learning about the Indian National Army. Okay, now we will see about the Indian Navy and Air Force, what they did for the freedom struggle. Okay, now just because of the situation of the INA, there was discontent among the Indian people against the British government in the minds of Navy as well as Air Force also. Not only among the Indian people, but among the Navy and Air Force. As I told you children, for any government to administer or any government to rule over a particular place, the Army, Navy and Air Force are the pillars. And if these pillars only back out, the Army had already back out. Now all the Navy and Air Force were going against it. They were also not very happy about the British government. And to show their unhappiness, to show their discontent, what they did, they burst out on the British warship Talwar in Mumbai on 18 February 1946. Okay, to show their anger, to show their discontent, what they did, they captured. They went over the British warship Talwar, where the British flag was there, and what they did, they unfurled the tricolor. Okay, they removed the British flag from there and they unfurled the tricolor, that is the Indian flag, on the British warship. Okay, and started raising the slogans against the British government. Okay, through this actually the Indian Navy and Air Force tried to show their discontent. The workers and the common people extended their support to the naval soldiers, fully supported the naval soldiers. Many newspapers and all were printed and all that time so that more and more people come to know about this situation. With the mediation of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, later on what happened, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he mediated and he stopped this opposition of the naval. Okay, with the mediation of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the naval soldiers laid down their arms and they stopped this, what they were doing. To support the uprising of naval soldiers, the Air Force officers from Delhi, Lahore, Karachi, Ambala, Meerut, okay, they also went on strike. Now, this British warship Talwar, this discontent was shown by the Indian Navy. Now, to support the Indian Navy, the Air Force also came into picture. What they did, they also started a strike. Okay, the period between 1942 to 1946 had literally shaken the foundation of British power in India. The Britishers came to know now it was impossible to handle all this situation. Not only this situation, but also the Quit India movement, which had created a discontent among the Indian people. Okay, through the Quit India movement, severe discontent of Indian people was expressed. The Army, Navy and Air Force, which were the backbone of the British power, was also opposing the British now. Due to all these incidents, the British came to know now it was impossible to empower India for a long period of time. Okay children, so this was a revolt of Indian Navy and Air Force. You can see over here in this picture the newspapers, okay, showing the Indian sailors in revolt. Okay, you can see the ship over here, that is a warship Talwar, British warship Talwar is here. Okay, and this is a picture of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Okay, who had mediated and stopped this revolt from the Indian Navy. Okay, that's all for this lesson, children. I hope you all have understood this lesson. In the next lecture, we'll start with a new lesson. Thank you, children.